Now we are going to discuss about internal rate of return problem. Just go with the problem. From the following information, suggest which machine is acceptable based on payback period method, IRR and NPV with 10% cost of capital. Two machines, machine A and machine B are given. The timeline is 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Machine A cash inflows are 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 15,000 and 10,000. Machine B 5,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 and 20,000. Investment on machine A, that is 60,000 rupees, means present value of cash outflow is equals to 60,000 rupees on machine A, and present value of cash outflows on machine B is equals to 50,000 rupees. For this we have to calculate internal rate of return. Internal rate of return is the rate at which present value of cash inflows equals to present value of cash outflows, or in simple sense where NPV is equals to 0. So one interesting factor which you are supposed to note here is, in all discounted factor techniques, we are somehow, whatever may be the technique, we are trying to calculate the NPV. So in net present value we have calculated purely NPV, and in IRR also we are calculating NPV, and that it should be equals to 0. So as it is a trial and error method, there is no shortcut or straight method for this. So from where to start? From which interest rate we need to start of calculating NPV? Why? Because in calculation of NPV we will consider PVIF. So discounting factor, from which discounting factor we have to start is a question mark for us. For that we are following few steps here. In step 1, I am calculating a dummy present value cash inflow factor, or this is also considered as a PVIFA factor, a dummy PVIFA factor, dummy PVCIF or PVIFA factor. In some books you may also find it as dummy payback period or dummy factor or factor itself. So that is equals to initial investment divided by average cash inflows, and as we have already seen in the problem that initial investment for machine A is 60,000 and machine B is 50,000. So initial investment for machine A, machine B. Then comes average cash inflows. So cash inflows indicates whatever the cash inflows that we have seen 5 years, for 5 years, their average we have to calculate. So machine 1 cash inflow is 15,000 plus 20,000 plus 25,000 plus 15,000 plus 10,000. So 15 plus 20, 35, 60, 75, 85. So 85,000 and number of years 5 years. So their average is 17,000, and machine B average is 90,000 divided by 5, that is equals to 18,000 rupees. Now machine A calculation of dummy PV CIF factor is equals to initial investment is 60,000 and the cash inflows, average cash inflows 70,000. We got a figure called 3.529. In the same way for machine B we got 2.777. So with this the first step is completed. Now in the second step what we are supposed to do is, as we know the life of this particular project or from machine inflows are given for 5 years. So you have to go to present value interest factor for annuity tables and check in 5 years at what percentage you will get this 3.529. So by considering it, I got it in between 12% and 13%. So this will tell me from where to start my NPV trial and error calculation. So I have started it. So now I started with 12% rate NPV. So I have taken cash inflows for 5 years and PVIF factor at the rate of 12%. I have been with the table values. So these are the table values. And now I have calculated present value of cash inflows. So present value of cash inflows, CIF into PVIF, present value of cash inflows at the rate of 12%. By multiplying those two, I got this. So their value is 62,345 rupees. So at 12%, NPV is equals to cash inflows minus cash outflows. That is 62,345 minus 60,000. So I got 2,345 rupees, which is not equals to 0. So I am going to the next interest rate, that is 13%. So now I have done PVIF at the rate of 13%. I have taken the table values. So now multiply cash inflows with present value interest factor. Then I will get present value of cash inflows here. So at the rate of 13%, I got present value of cash inflows as 60,885 rupees. So NPV at 13% is equals to 60,885 minus 60,000, that is equals to 885 rupees, which is also not equals to 0. So further I am going for increasing of one more percentage. So here PVIF at the rate of 14%, table values are this. So table values into cash inflows, by multiplying them I got 59,480. So NPV at 14% is equals to 59,480 minus 60,000, which is less than the initial, means we got figures in negative values, which is less than 0. So this is giving an indication that the NPV to get 0, it should be in between 13% and 14%. So when we get it like that, so in that conditions we have to use a method called linear interpolation method. So here, according to linear interpolation method, IRR is equals to lowest rate. Why? Because we said that the IRR should be in between 13 and 14%. In 13 and 14, what is the lowest one? We have to take here, that is lowest rate, plus NPV at 13%. So NPV at 13% is 885 rupees. So I have to take NPV at 13%, 885 rupees, into difference between these two rates, 13% and 14%. So 14 minus 13 is how much? 1% into NPV by cash inflows at lowest rate minus cash inflows at highest rate. So cash inflows at lowest rate is 60,885 and cash inflows at highest rate is 59,480. By simplifying them, I got 13% plus. So this value is 0.6298. So therefore IRR is equals to 13.63%. So in the same way, we have to repeat the process for machine B. We have to check for PVIFA table for 5 years, where we will get 2.777. So it was in between 23% and 24%. So you can start off with 23 or 24% as a base one, and based upon that, as whatever we have done for machine A, the same thing you can repeat it for machine B. Okay, this is how we'll calculate internal rate of return. So for machine B, I have started from 24%. So at rate of 24, PVIF at the rate of 24%, these are the table values. And here see, I got cash inflows of 43,772. So NPV at 24%, I got minus 6,223, which is a huge difference between, means from the 0. So that's the reason ultimately I have shifted from 24% to 20%. So at 20%, these are the table values. PVIF at the rate of 20% when multiplied with CIF, I got 48,675 rupees. So this is minus 1325 rupees. So next, as it is a bit nearer to 0, I have shifted to 19%. So at the rate of 19%, PVIF at the rate of 90%, I have taken this the values, table values. When multiplied with cash inflows, exactly I got 50,000 rupees. So IRR is exactly 19%, where NPV is equals to 0.